Okay, welcome to our video tutorial, Unit 4, pages 6 and 7 for our Day 3 homework. Okay, we're mixed reviewing again. So here we're writing formulas, here we're naming, and they are mixed up as ionic or covalent. So I'm going to look at the bottom ones with you, because you should have done the top ones in class with your teacher. Dinitrogen, heptachloride. Okay, the prefixes are a dead giveaway that this is a covalent molecule. Also, the fact that nitrogen and chlorine are both nonmetals tells me that this must be covalent. So covalent formula rules. You need to be really good with this foldable, which you do not get to use on the test. Okay, so we need to know them pretty well. For covalent formulas, you just translate them. The prefix in front becomes the number in back. All right? So looking here, dinitrogen, di is 2, hepta is 6. So N2Cl6. And remember, if it's covalent, no crisscross and no reducing. Number 6 is ionic. So we're using the 4-step formulas. Get rid of this. There you go. We use our 4-step formula for number 6. Symbols, charges, crisscross, reduce, and erase. Okay. I know that number 6 is ionic because there's a Roman numeral, because there are no prefixes, and because mercury is a metal. So this must be an ionic formula. Okay. Symbols. Mercury is the annoying one that's way down here, Hg, and what is it? Oxide is O. So there's my symbols, HgO. Do I have to show my work? Yeah. Okay, almost right is wrong. You don't want to make little mistakes, so show your work. Mercury making a 1 charge, and you should know, by this point in Unit 4, you should know that oxygen makes a negative 2 charge. It has 6 valence electrons. It wants to get to a total of 8. So it needs 2 more negatives. We're going to crisscross, reduce, and erase. There's nothing to reduce, but ones are invisible. So Hg2O invisible 1. For naming, we still need to decide if it's ionic or covalent. S2O7. Sulfur and oxygen are both nonmetals, so it is covalent. All right, so we're going to look at our covalent naming rules. Names must have at least 1 prefix. Okay, so S2 is di, and I'm going to go in blue because it's covalent. All right, disulfur. And 7 is hepta. Okay, but remember we drop the A when it's oxygen. So heptoxide. Okay, that way it's not heptoxide. FeI3. You cannot use prefixes. Iron triiodide. No. Right? This is ionic. If there's a metal in it, it's going to be my ionic rules. So I'm going to write ionic next to this one, and I'm going to use the ionic naming rules. Oh, shoot. Names may have Roman numerals. Iron definitely needs a Roman numeral. So I'm going to call this iron blank iodide. And this iron must be making a 3 charge because there's a 3 right there. That's crisscrossed. If you still don't understand Roman numerals, you need to come get help. They don't go away. Come get help. Okay? Multiple choice means take out the garbage. Let's find our wrong answers. Okay? So F3O2. If they are both nonmetals, then it's covalent. And covalent names must have at least 1 prefix. So we can find garbage this way. Difluorine trioxide, fluorine oxide, there's 0 prefixes there. So that can't be the answer. Fluorine oxide, definitely no Roman numerals, but there's no prefixes on this one, so this one's garbage. Try and die. Okay, so now we're going to look more closely. There's 3 fluorines, so it's not difluorine. There's 3 fluorines, tri, and 2 oxygens, di. There's my correct answer. PCl5, it's covalent. Okay, so let's look for garbage. Phosphorus pentachloride looks okay. Mono. No, you never start a name with mono. So that one has to be wrong. Roman numeral, not in covalent namings. Plus, there's no prefixes in this name. Phosphorus chloride, no prefixes. So that can't be the answer. One phosphorus is just phosphorus in front. Pentachloride is 5 Cls. So A was the answer. Down here are molecular geometry. Trigonal, planar, and tetrahedral. And then if there's only two things, the only way to connect two elements is with a straight line, linear. Okay, we learned this. It's on the key concepts from Mrs. Holmes' board. It's also in your notes that carbon needs 4 bonds, so it's going to make tetrahedral molecules often. Speaking of tetrahedral molecules, let's look. Always test it with a pen. If you can cover it up with something that's a straight line, then your shape is linear or linear. Okay, this one I can't cover it up with just my pen. So this one's not linear, which means we count the bonds. Mono, di, tri bonds is going to make this trigonal or trigonal, planar. Also, we see borons in the middle. That helps me know. 7 and 8. Gold 3 oxide is the most stable oxide of gold. It's a red-brown solid that is thermally unstable. The hydrated form is weakly acidic. What's the formula for gold 3 oxide? Guess what? All of this is garbage. That's just like, hey, in case you were curious, which we're not, that's not what the question's about. The question is, what's the formula for gold 3 oxide? Okay, so you need to learn how to find important information, even if it's a longer question. But Roman numeral, metal, this must be ionic, an ionic 4-step formula. So gold, Au, oxide, symbols. Then step 2 is charges. Gold making a 3 charge, oxygen makes a 2 charge. Gold 3 oxide would have that formula. Okay, 4-step formulas. I'm not going to do number 8 with you, but I want you to see the same type of thing I did on number 7. It is perhaps the sporting world's dirtiest of dirty little secrets that athletes regularly ingest large quantities of dihydrogen monoxide, there's a chemical, I'm going to circle that, in an effort to gain a competitive edge over an opponent. What is the chemical formula for dihydrogen monoxide? That is the only important part. All of that other stuff, while true, is extra information for this question. They want you to write the chemical formula for dihydrogen monoxide. It's my funny little joke. I hope you appreciate it. Okay, thanks y'all.